Christina Weinberg with Paparazzi Accessories, number 13458, and I'm going to show you today, since Paparazzi has made it so that we can export a CSV file of our order, I'm going to show you how I take that file and I then upload it into Buyitlive and the edits and things that I have to make to the file to be able to use it for that program. So this has been an absolute game changer for my business. It speeds things up so fast and is absolutely, if you use a system where you can upload with a CSV file into it, game changer. Okay, so you're gonna love this. So I'm gonna just walk you through exactly how I do it, and I hope you try it out and like it as much as I do. All right, here you see I'm logged into the Paparazzi website and I'm looking at one of my orders. Down here in the bottom of the screen, I'm gonna hit Order Export CSV. Then I'm gonna go up here into my downloads and I'm gonna open that. It's gonna come up into a spreadsheet. And I'm going to actually go through that spreadsheet and you'll see some of the columns are duplicated. So I need to go through and delete those. And then there are some pieces in here that I took pre-orders on for this order and they already sold. So they're actually already loaded into my system. And I'm going to go ahead and delete those out. I'll show you later that I'll still put numbers on them, but I don't need to upload them. They're already in there. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. You can just see I'm just clicking on these little arrows and deleting the rows. So it's super easy, just takes the whole row out. Now that I have those rows deleted, I'm actually going into Buyitlive and I'm looking at the format that needs to be followed to organize that spreadsheet and to make sure I have the right headers. So you can see on here, I'm showing you across, this is the order that the headings need to go in. So I'm gonna go back to my spreadsheet and I need to make the first one actually for the name of the piece. So that first column I'm gonna get rid of because they're basically the same thing. So let me get rid of this one. Now this one here I have titled as name. And then let me go back and let's see what is next. So price is next. So now I'm gonna go back to my sheet and I'm actually gonna scroll over here because there is a column already that has the price. And I'm gonna cut that column. And then I'm actually going to move it over to where it needs to be so that it uploads correctly. So there, I'm gonna cut it. Okay, and then I'm going to add a column here. Just click this little arrow here and say add column after. Okay, and then I'm gonna paste the price in there. I do have to take the word variant out. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, that one's good. Now this one here, let's go see what it needs to be called. Looks like description. So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna change that heading. And let's see, I know the description is in here, so yep, I'm gonna change this one right here to say description. Okay, I'm gonna come over And the next thing is the SKU. The SKU is basically the item code number. So whatever number I'm going to put on the piece, that's what my SKU needs to be. So I'm going to delete all these out of here. And I do the SKU last, so I will come back to that. But next is the weight, and I don't do anything with the weight. So then we're going to go into categories. And the categories is going to depend on what you have created as your categories in Buyitlive. I have all the colors in there and all the jewelry types. Or I guess it's collections is what they call it. So I look here and I can just see that first one there is black, and then I look in the description. So in my collection, I'm going to put black and a comma and then earrings, and it's going to put it in both of those collections. So over here, I see these are gold, earrings in the description. So I'm going to put in gold, comma, earrings. Okay, then I go back. My next one is black, and these are hair clips. So I'm going to say black, comma, hair. That's what I have the collection labeled as, is hair. And this one's yellow hair clip. So I'm going to do this collection as yellow, comma, hair. Okay. So now this next column I'm just going to delete. I don't need it. This one I'm going to delete. I don't need that one. I'm going to delete this one. Okay. Okay, so now my quantity is how many I have, and then my image. So I need to add a column in here. Actually, there is one there. Okay, let's just use this one. So I'm going to put in quantity. And I need to then go and figure out how many I have of each of these. And I just put in what I ordered. Now on the pieces that I'm keeping, I will deduct that out so that I don't do that. So I can go back to my order here right in the website. So these hoop earrings right here, I ordered 3 of them. And I'm going to put a 3 in the quantity. Okay, and these ones here, I ordered 3. So I'm going to put a 3 there. Both of these hair, I'm keeping 1 of each of these, so I have 5 on the black ones. So I'm going to put in, I'll put in 5. Actually, nope, I need to make that 4 because I'm keeping 1. Okay, so then the yellow, let's see, I got to scroll up. 5 of those. And I'm keeping 1, so we will put in 4. Okay, then the image is in there. That little website thing is going to give you an image. Now your SKU. So I need to go into Buyitlive. All right, so I pull up my products, and I'm actually going to hit this little inventory button right here so that I can sort this by what is sold out. So I can see these here have a 0 quantity. And I go down and I'm just going to pick some numbers. And these are what I'm going to use for the SKU. And I have to actually put them in, and I'm gonna check these boxes of the ones that I'm using because I need to delete them out of Buyitlive before I can upload new ones. So there, I'm gonna just put them in here, 129, 129. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this one here, 161 and 176. Put those in. Okay, now I'm gonna go back and I just am scrolling up. I'm gonna click this group option right here and hit delete. It's gonna make sure that I want to delete them, yes. Okay, so those are gone. Now I'm gonna go back to my spreadsheet. I need to go up here and I need to export to CSV. And I'm gonna do next. Has to be a CSV file. I'm gonna just name this something that I can find quickly. So new order, today's date, and I'm actually gonna change and put it on my desktop because I can find that easier. Export out. Okay, so now I come in here and I'm gonna add products. See right under here, you're gonna go down a little bit and it's click here to upload a CSV. Okay, and you're scroll down. And I wanna use the SKU to create the code. I leave this box the same, choose my file. I'm gonna click on desktop, actually recents, let's do recents. And then there's that one that I just made. Okay, and it's in there, so upload the CSV file. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna double check and make sure that it went in there. So I'm gonna check these numbers. Okay, so there's 128. And there we go, 128, and look at that. There it is, and it's filled in all those for me. Okay, now those are in there. Okay, so now, and some of them are gonna have like an extra picture from whatever the piece was before. So we do have to delete that out. Let me show you. See how this one's got that blue necklace there too? So we gotta delete that out. So you're just gonna hit this little camera and you're gonna hit remove under that picture. Okay, so now just the picture that you need is there. Just to make sure I don't have extra pictures. So super easy, right? Okay, so after I get all that done, then I take my box of jewelry here and I've got the pieces in there. Okay, I don't do anything right now with the hostess rewards. I just leave those there. So like here, I got the little hair clip there. So I was gonna keep one for myself, like I said earlier, and I'm just gonna take one of each. Okay, and then I've got these. Some of those, remember I left them off of the sheet when I was uploading them in because they were already in there, but I don't have them actually numbered yet. So I'm just pulling them all out right here. Oh, those are so good. And I'm just gonna show you what I do next. So, and I've got that order slip. I think that's everything. Oh, here we go, these copper ones. All right, so now I'm gonna take, this is what I use to number my pieces. So I just use a label maker because it's easier to see the numbers on the pieces. And since I use Buyitlive, once I number something and it's in my inventory, like that's its number. I don't use the number cards, I don't change my numbers. Everything kind of flows that way. So I'm actually gonna use my iPad here to pull up because I don't remember what numbers I put on those. So I'm just gonna go into Buyitlive on here. Okay, let me pull that up. And then I'm gonna go into my products and I'm gonna search for each of these and remember what number they were, because I didn't write that down. So I guess you could like write it down on here, but, so I just go into my products. It's super easy because the name is right on here. So never hair, the end of it is what I'm gonna search. Okay, so it just comes up with your product list here. And I have never hair. Right, that one there is gonna be 176. So just in my label maker, I then put in 176 and a space. Okay, so that's in there. Okay, and then I've got hanging by a thread. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in here. Okay, that one there's gonna be 1,000. So I'm gonna take my label maker and I'm gonna put in 1,000. All right. Then I'll take these little hair clips. These are Get Oval Yourself. So I love that I can look these up by number. I can look them up by name. I can search their category. That's gonna be 161. So I'm gonna put that in here, 161. Okay, and then I've got Double or Nothing is those little hoops. Okay, those are 128. All right, so those are in there. Okay, and then I have these gold ones are Bold Intentions. Those are gonna be 129. Okay, so 129 on that one. And then I've got these pink ones. Those are gonna be 1403. Okay. And then last, I got these cute copper ones. So those are, gotta find the copper because I got those in a couple of colors. That's gonna be 1634. Okay, so I have all my pieces now are ready. They're here. I'm just gonna hit print and it's gonna print all these labels out for me. And then I just use scissors and I cut them apart and I put them on the pieces. So it's printing. The thing I love. I actually have this left over from when I was a teacher and now I use it for this. So it works out super good. You just cut it right there. Okay, so now I have a strip of my numbers and I'm just gonna go through. I like to cut them all as one long strip rather, because otherwise you have like waste. So my first one here, I just open this up. Okay. And then I take the number, it's a sticker, so it just sticks right on there. I pull this off. And I put everything up in the top corner. So there's that one. Oh, these are so good. Okay, I cut my next number. I just laid these all out in the order that I typed them in, so then I know. Okay, the number goes on there. Once the number's on, then they're good. They say that number and everything all matches up. And then when they claim, it automatically goes in the cart for them. So that's why I use Buyitlive, because I was spending hours and hours and hours every Friday night invoicing. And this has saved me a lot of time with my family. So. there's that last one. So that saves a lot of time, a lot of work. Those are all done, ready to go. Now I'll match them to other pieces to get them in my live sale for tonight.